Welcome to Teaching Truth. Spare by Prince Harry. Well, if nothing else, it certainly makes for interesting reading, as Prince Harry chronicles with raw emotion and honest feelings the relationship that he has with other members of the royal family, and in particular his brother, Prince William. Prince Harry and Prince William, two brothers, the relationship between two brothers. And it would be fair to say that the relationship between Prince Harry and Prince William at best is lukewarm, if not in reality cold. The relationship, however, between two brothers, of whom we read in Exodus chapter 7, was not lukewarm or cold. Rather, it was a warm relationship. And the two brothers, of course, to whom I'm referring are Moses and Aaron. Moses, who was 3 years younger than his brother. Moses is 80 at this point, and his brother Aaron is 83. And in our reflections today, as we think about Moses and his brother, and particularly as they encounter Pharaoh, we want to think about the support which Aaron gave to Moses. The Bible is perhaps purposely silent in relation to Aaron after the birth of Moses. Throughout his years in the desert, nothing is particularly chronicled in relation to Aaron. So we can only but speculate whether or not Aaron knew where Moses physically and geographically was, and if he ever came to visit him. But what it does seem likely is that Aaron and Moses kept in touch on occasion. Because when God called Moses from the burning bush and Moses protested that he could not speak well, God said, "Is not Aaron the Levite your brother? I know that he can speak well, and he is now on his way to meet you. When he sees you, he will be glad in his heart. I will help both of you to speak." True, we know little of Aaron in those early years, but he must have maintained a relationship with the Lord, because when God told Aaron to go and meet Moses, Aaron was not at all surprised and obeyed at once. Exodus 4:27 to 28. And because of Aaron's good reputation within the Hebrew community, Aaron had the connections necessary to assemble the Jewish leaders to hear what God had told Moses. In those days, elder brothers were respected. Unlike Prince Harry's, it would seem, lack of respect for his elder brother, Prince William, today. But in those days, elder brothers were respected and held a place of honour in the family. But God flipped that expectation upside down, because God chose the younger brother, Moses, to be exalted to a place of leadership, and he chose the elder brother, Aaron, to effectively be the assistant. But in this arrangement, in this relationship, Aaron seemed to work well. Throughout the years, Aaron was indispensable to Moses. As we'll discover, they faced Pharaoh together. They led the Israelites out of captivity. God spoke to Moses, Moses spoke to Aaron, and Aaron presented the messages to the people. Aaron, along with a man called Hur, held up Moses' hands in a battle with the Amalekites. When Moses went up Mount Sinai to meet with God, he left Aaron in charge of the Israelites. Within a few days, the people became restless, and Aaron demonstrated that he was not the effective leader that his younger brother Moses was, because Aaron quickly caved in to the people's demands for a golden idol. But what we discover throughout the whole book of Exodus, and indeed from the cradle to the grave of Moses' life, is that Moses and Aaron worked in tandem as the leaders of God's people. Moses was God's chosen prophet, and Aaron was God's chosen high priest. Exodus 28, 1-2. Moses was God's chosen prophet. Aaron was God's chosen high priest. In fact, Aaron was the first high priest, and it was from his descendants that future high priests were chosen. Both, however, were prevented from entering Canaan. Numbers 20, verse 12. So what can we learn from the relationship between Moses and Aaron? The good and godly relationship that they enjoyed. Well, I think we can learn this, that God knows our hearts and God knows our capabilities, and God places us in positions that are suited for us. Aaron had to humble himself to accept God's choice and God's plan. And Moses had to accept the help that he needed. Moses could not lead alone. Moses needed Aaron, if for no other reason than to help him speak. And here's the thing, that by working together, these two brothers, unlike perhaps Prince Harry and Prince William today, these two brothers accomplished much more than either of them could do alone. By serving faithfully as the spokesman, as the mouthpiece for Moses, Aaron compensated for his brother's weakness and feelings of inadequacy. And Aaron in turn was given dignity and was given honour. Exodus 28:2. And because of their companionship, because of their collaboration, because of their cooperation with each other and their commitment to each other and to the Lord, the nation of Israel survived a difficult and challenging time. Now let me ask you, who do you have as your spiritual brother or sister? What companion do you have that can journey with you, that can help you, who can support you in the desert experience, in those situations where you're having to encounter a Pharaoh-type situation in your life? Who are the people who God purposely has brought into your life? Who are your Aarons, as it were? Look out today for those Aarons in your life. Give thanks to God for them. And recognize, like Moses, you cannot do it by yourself. God places us in community with brothers and sisters so that we might support, pray for each other and work together. Who today is the Aaron in your life? And if you are an Aaron, who are you supporting.